All right, we've arrived on the planet Tartarus to help the local PDF to repel a huge orc invasion.
All right, I can't wait to get my hands on, lead the Sisters of Battle to victory.
By inquisitorial edict, I am taking control of the Sisters of Battle. Nothing personal, Joe, but I think we would all feel more comfortable if you're with the Imperial Guard instead.
Man, screw you, Obama. I bet you just wanted to surround yourself with an army of white women.
Guys, can we focus our aggression towards the orcs instead? The Tartarus Defense Force didn't ask for us to come here only for us to show them how Holy Terra makes its laws.
That reminds me, Ben, why are you playing as Craftworld Bilton?
It's because he wants to play as the craft world that wants to make the Eldar great again by throwing out all the non-Eldar and making them pay for it.
Makes sense, seeing as he voted for you.
I should have figured Benny Boy of all people would pick the most racist Eldar Craftworld to play as.
Don't listen to them, Ben. You've got great taste.
Orc encampment spotted. I'll take care of it.
You may be clever and resourceful, but so am me.
George?
Clan Bush is coming to liberate your human and elder societies with the subtlety of shock and awe.
Oh shoot, an orc commander teleported inside my base.
I'll take them out for you, Joe. Maybe now you see the logic in strong borders.
Do we have any anti-vehicle units to take out Bush's Def Dreads? I'm still learning how to play this because you didn't give me time to play the tutorial first.
I can send some penitent engines, immolators, and Celestians to burn through Bush's mechs, faster than he burned his voter base bailing out AIG.
That's right, Inquisitor. Blame your president for your fuck-up when it turned out to be a bad idea.
Your bickering is why I'm proud to be Craftworld Eldar and not an Imperial.
Careful, Ben. My forces might get sent on a wild goose chase upon hearing blasphemy like that.
I've had enough of these orc raids. I'm going to whack their camps along the southern path while you three tie them up at the middle.
Crap orcs are trying to get in the city where my base is.
Relax, Barack. It looks like you got it under control. Oh, great. I forgot to upgrade my HQ to a monastery so I can give my Marines missile launchers.
Joe, Don, it looks like the orcs are trying to flank your fortress again. Don't worry, I'll pack more heat than global warming using my arsenal of flamethrowers and meltaguns.
I'm sending some troops to give you a hand, since that doesn't sound reassuring. All right, that's one less orc camp for them to send infantry at us.
The orc horde is trying to overwhelm us with their numbers, but we're still holding the line.
Say, Ben, do you think you could make some Wraith Lords to deal with their knobs and killicans?
You want me to make what to deal with the orcs what?
Oh, never mind. Sorry I asked. I'll have to hope my Lehman Russ tanks can keep the orcs at bay until I get a mechanized command.
I don't care how many orc boys I lost, I still took the center monument from your petty coalition forces.
Your disregard for your own forces is another reason your party lost in 2008.
Sacrifices need to be made for the greater good, of the great society, of what's to come. Forget it. I'll work out a response after I win.
Look at the bright side. At least the orcs are too big to fit through that kill zone. I'm going for their waterworks so I can have a relic so I can make my Uber unit.
I guess we can see fewer free relics in our future when you lead the Blood Ravens instead of the wall-building Imperial Fists.
Oh, stop complaining, Barack. You're in a starting position that starts the game with your own private relic and an enclosed facility all to yourself.
I'm an Inquisitor. The way I see it, I'm entitled to be more equal than my comrades.
Hey, save at least one for me and Ben. I want to build a Baneblade, and Ben should be able to make at least one avatar.
Since I can't build walls in this, I'll settle for building turrets to stop orc invaders from pouring into our borders.
Joe and I are at a stalemate holding the line against the orcs. Don, do you think you can sneak behind the orcs' lines to trickle down the orc economy by wrecking their infrastructure so we can break through?
I said I'd do that earlier, Barack. Since when was the last time I broke a promise?
Well, now that you mention it, I have a dossier.
Rhetorical question anyway. We've reached the orc bridge. If we can hold it, we can cut off Bush's supply line to his guerrillas in the jungle.
Who are you calling gorillas? Is that supposed to be a slur, Hume weakling?
Don, why aren't you helping us break the orc line? I feel like I'm carrying the push, and you and Ben only have token forces here.
What the fuck do you mean by token, exactly?
Relax, guys. I have an idea.
Gee, Don, I didn't know you had it in you.
Says the guy who still hasn't built vehicles or an avatar yet. Anyway, I'm sending my army back into my base to deep strike them behind the orcs' lines. My assault marines will jump over the river and thus be the foot in the door to drop in and wreck Bush's base.
Wait, what? No, you can't just steal my strategy from me?
Sorry, War Boss Blood and Oil. This is the Blood Ravens you're dealing with here. Next time, be the Death Skulls so you could steal it back from me. What's the holdup? Why are my marines Oh, Joe. Why did you block the monument entrance with a line of turrets?
What's the matter, Donnie? I thought you liked walls.
It doesn't matter to me if you're building in parts of the map where it would make the least sense, Joe. My boys have snuck behind your lines to make out room. I mean, make room.
You're not ignoring my wall this time, George. Now I'm prepared with listening posts and border troops to snipe your conspirators.
I wholeheartedly vote in favor of this for the time being. but not if it becomes an unpopular move later.
Barack, everyone here heard you, and I'm not an Imperial. You can't mind wipe and kill all of us. I can just jump into the webway, and there would be nothing you could do about it.
Ben, I'll do you a favor and clear out the orcs at this relic. Just capture it and make an avatar so you can match your mouth with your muscle.
Part of me feels sus that Donald Trump, president of the bloody magpies, uncovered a golden relic he didn't acquire. But I'll take it before Joe nabs it.
Ben, I have enough money to hire you as a maid. Besides, I want you and Joe to build avatars and bane blades because I want to win this match.
While you were distracted saving your outposts of tyranny, I took the liberty of liberating your assault marines from their mortal shells into the Gork-forsaken warp whence they came.
Actually, you know what? I'm sending my jetpack marines to the other side to hit the orc base at the beach. If I can take out Clan Grixnaka, you three can send your army through and help me take down the orcs in a pincer move.
Don't you dare storm my desert.
Too late. We're here to take your land and your oil to make Tartarus great again. And unlike certain other presidents, I won't be retreating from my enemies occupying this desert.
Oh, shut up about Afghanistan already. You didn't do shit besides break a promise to withdraw and throw me under the bus.
I love it when a plan comes together.
What's that supposed to mean, George W. Hush?
Sorry, Normie, that secret will die with us and the Illuminati. Now that we can see the orc base, I can call in a drone orbital bombardment.
Why do we need our infantry to get within visual range of the orc bases? Don't your ships in orbit have the satellite imagery capabilities to see what's on the planet's surface?
No, but the Imperial Guard headquarters has a scanner that can show the fleet where the orc bases are so the fleet can hit them.
Wait, what? My head cutters have a spanner?
I swear to the Emperor, Joe.
Oh, great idea, Obama. You were so concerned with Biden not keeping his hands to himself. You left it to him to guide orbital strikes.
Oh, just calm down, everyone. Donald's attack on the orc capital is keeping them distracted.
Took out Clan Grixnaka's base. How much longer before you're out of the woods?
The thieving orcs are shelling us using stolen guard tanks as artillery.
You may be dangerous and resourceful, but so are we. You never stop thinking of new ways to harm my orc boys, and neither do we.
You mean those weren't Orgrins with green camo paint I gave those Lehman Russ tanks to?
Damn it, Joe. Guys, I'm so sorry I put him in charge of Tartarus's PDF guard instead of making him a guardsman sergeant.
I guess we should just be glad we got to Tartarus to save the guard and ecclesiarchy so they weren't the last line of defense.
Ben, I wouldn't throw stones from a glass house if I were you, seeing as your lack of an avatar, indicated by your buildings not glowing red.
Give me a break, Barack. Do I look like a seasoned gamer to you?
Yes.
Ben, the builder unit's grayed out buildings tell you what you need to do to make vehicles and the avatar. It's not that complicated.
Even if you guys only have a few units left at the bridge entrance, any help is better than no help to make the alien orc swarm pay for their trespasses.
What better way to make my love for free trade by giving you a taste of Imperial/orc firepower?
For the love of the Emperor, how many fucking tanks did you give him, Sleepy Joe?
We need to prioritize destroying their mech shops, and fast.
For once, I agree with Inquisitor Obama. I don't have enough Brightlands platforms to 360 no-scope those tanks and cans before they kill my papier-mâché army.
Well, the good news is I have another Land Raider on its way. A beefy tank brigade is what you can build with a Trump economy.
Say, Joe, do you think you can move your entrenched heavy weapons teams up ahead? We need a clear path for our tanks to drive through.
They're busy protecting the path from orcs who sneak by Trump's army.
Joe, I think it's time to move your heavy weapon squads out of the path before I invoke eminent domain, if you get what I'm saying.
It won't matter, Donald. My weapons of crass destruction will bomb your Space Marine chapter into more pieces than a rock when I was done with it.
Let's see how effective your stolen tanks are against my angry supporters when we get ripped off.
Just make sure you send backup so Bush's freedom fighters don't just have them all killed or imprisoned.
Oh, come on, Ben. I've managed to whack 2 orc bases on my own. Where are your armies and what are they doing?
Don't worry, I'm sending reinforcements.
I swear, Ben, that better be an avatar you're making.
Another Banshee squad? You gotta be kidding me, Ben. Is it a lack of resources? Here, I'll throw money and power at you three. Just make your relic units.
Don't worry, guys. I just built a Mars pattern command so I can start sending Bane blades to end Bush's invasion.
See, Ben? Even Sleepy Joe does something right every now and then. Where did you put it exactly?
Somewhere the orcs can't reach.
Where would that be? The same place Iraq's WMDs were hiding?
Dang it, he's learning.
Oh, for the love of Isha. Guys, look at the trenches behind the fortress.
You've got to be kidding me, Joe. You built your Mars pattern command in the trenches where Bane blades can't maneuver out of?
I guess I spoke too soon by praising Sloppy Joe.
Says the guy who's sicking his living sane on a listening post.
Yeah, sorry, Barack. That is kind of pathetic.
Says the guy who got a blood raven to give you a free relic and still hasn't made an avatar yet.
Fortunately, Bush's orcs are nothing I can't handle on my own. They're usually more challenging on this map, but I guess Bush's leadership is taking a bigger toll on the orc military than on the orc economy. That's the last orc base. There must be stragglers in the forest on our side of the bridge if Bush didn't lose the game.
I'm sending my army back to go find them.
Just don't get lost in the woods like when you built a mech base behind our lines.
You terrorized the wrong orc clan, fool.
Hopefully my flamers, inferno pistols, and immolators will be enough to take down that Lord of the Rings ripoff.
Even if it isn't, I still have my army that wrecked Bush's 4 main bases. He had one of those gargantuan squiggets back there, but I'm sure the one you 3 are fighting should go down easy since Bush is giving it less support than Hurricane Katrina victims.
I'd be hesitant to repeat the things Kanye West blurts out if I were you, Agent Orange. Before you know it, your goose will be cooked when you're goose-stepping to the tunes he's singing.
Yeah? Well, you aren't going to be much of a military threat without your squiggets stampeding fledgling nations you're trying to conquer. Barack, Joe, Ben, are you still fighting that squiggeth?
We finally managed to kill it and cleared the entire map except for one area we forgot about.
Tremendous. I'm sending my boys back to the orbital relay so we can deep strike wherever they're at. Wait, what do you mean I'm under attack?
The Taliban and Al-Qaeda taught me a thing or two about hit-and-run attacks. Dagnabbit, there goes another one of my clans. Curse the Annihilate game mode and the requirement that my surviving buildings have to build troops.
George, you were done for once. Donnie knocked out your bases.
Don't worry, George. The pain will be over now that Barack's battle sisters gave me vision into your last camp.
History will vindicate me, seeing as this map is supposed to take place before the dawn of War I campaign.
And then just like that, bam, we win.
I guess Joe couldn't get a Baneblade stuck if he never built one.
Why, you know, Avatar, Ben?
That settles it. Before doing another game, we make sure we're all on the same page and learn how to play first.
Nonetheless, good game, the greatest, because I won.